Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Spider-Man Exodus Issue 1. This is a mini-series from 2022 from Marvel Comics, written by Steve Orlando, art by Dave Wachter, colors by Carlos Lopez, letters by VC's Clayton Cowles, cover art by Ryan Stegman, JP Mayer, and Marte Gracia. Associate editor was Danny Kazem, edited by Mark Panacea. Now the cover's okay, Crossbones looks cool, Spider-Man looks cool, and the book opens by Spider-Man and Ghost Rider filling us in on what happened in the Alpha book, and then we jump right into a completely different story because now this becomes a one-shot for Winter Soldier. But don't worry guys, she is a strong independent woman of color with the side of her head shaved and dyed hair, because nothing says good storytelling like the most generic female character of the last 5 years. And there's not much to distinguish her from any other generic Mary Sue character. She has the Mary Sue haircut, she's very powerful, she's the best ever, blah blah blah. She kills some guy to get information, and then she tries to get a transport to Nuevo York, and on the way she runs into Crossbones 2099, and he is a patchwork soldier with the arm of the original Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. How he got that isn't really clear, and they don't really give him time to develop as a character. He's easily handled by Mary Sue Soldier here, and then we get a brief glance at the Celestial Garden that everyone is trying to get to, and then she goes off and has her happy little ending. There is a reference to Madam Web, but that's about it. So Spider-Man really is more of the Crypt Keeper type bookend of the story. He's in the first couple pages, then the last couple pages. Otherwise, it's a Winter Soldier 2099 story, guest starring Crossbones 2099. And Crossbones 2099 looks suspiciously like the 1990s character Death Metal that first appeared in the Marvel UK imprint. Character created by Dan Abnett, who would have been, quite frankly, a better writer on this miniseries. But overall, the story was fine. It just had nothing to do, seemingly, with the overarching story. The entire premise was Spider-Man was going to give this woman information in order for her to shut down the Murmur Net, where a bunch of the hired killers were getting their information and payment and stuff like that. That could have been trimmed down to about an 8-page sub-story within a larger narrative. Instead, they turned it into a one-shot that almost exclusively features this Winter Soldier 2099. It says featuring Winter Soldier 2099, but when the book's titled Spider-Man 2099, you expect him to have some sort of role in the story, and he doesn't. He's just the bookend character. He's in it for about 4 pages, grand total, and that's it. He does really nothing. He's actually probably in it less than that, but yeah, he's really only in the book about a page and a half, and is really just kind of introducing the character, story setup, sort of, and then we get a completely different tale of this woman trying to recover her memories in her past. It was an okay one-shot, but it really didn't fit with what it's titled. It's very deceptive, and on those grounds alone, I'm not going to recommend buying it. It's $4 for a one-shot about a totally different character that has really no background with us and is introduced only to have her entire story resolved within the issue. So there's no arc for her. There's no real obstacles. She takes Crossbones down very easily, and although he looks like he might have been a pretty interesting villain, he's dispatched rather quickly with minimal effort. So it's a Mary Sue book, and although it's fairly well written, that's all it is, and it's trying to pretend that it's a Spider-Man miniseries. So this was an unrelated one-shot to a miniseries that we haven't really gotten yet. So I'm not going to recommend it unless you pull it out of a dollar bin. The art's not bad. I didn't have a problem with that. Thought Crossbones looked cool, and overall the art was fine, but this is not a Spider-Man miniseries yet. So far, the Alpha issue was the only one that really had anything to do with Spider-Man, and why this is issue 1 of a miniseries I don't know, because it really has very tacitly minimal story elements that go to that. This is more convoluted stories about this woman trying to find her past and get to the Celestial Garden so she can recover her memories. That's it. And they try and change it halfway through to where it's something else. This is not a Spider-Man book at all, so I'm not going to recommend it. I don't think it's worth $4, but it's a decent story for a dollar book out of a bargain bin if you want to read a one-shot about Winter Soldier 2099. So the cover can't save this book. That's going to do it for this issue. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.